In this tutorial I'm going to show you some of the new general improvements to docsafe desktop that we've built into version 1.1.0. Now the improvements we've added fall into three categories. This tutorial is going to focus very much on the general improvements. They're the extra features and layout changes to the desktop itself. The second tutorial, which you can view separately, will go through the new Approval Plus process, and the third one will go through the text messaging process from the staff side. So let's focus on the general improvements. Just as an opening, want to show you, as a staff member, what I'm able to do now is set my own document location default. So every time that I upload documents through docsafe using the up arrow, it will know where to go first. So if you have a common set of folders that you would like to start at, this should save you a little bit of time in going through the Internet Explorer to find the location of a document. So it will always start at a given point. So that's a nice little sort of small opening improvement. We now have a mail relay facility, and you can see this on the company options page. Now, what is email relay? That's what this box here refers to. We've had this running for some time, but it's never been commonplace within the desktop software. You're able to set your own mail account so that all outgoing emails from docsafe can be relayed through your own mail server. So if you don't use this service, docsafe itself will deliver your mail, but if you prefer, the mail can be generated by docsafe but passed through your own mail server, so when it gets actually sent out, it will be sent out using your own mail domain. The benefits of this are that there is a lower chance of emails entering spam because they're originating from your own mail server and not ours. And if you've already got an ongoing relationship with your client and have been mailing them, then there shouldn't be any instances where the spam filters prevent any emails if they're already coming from your mail server. So that's a new feature. Whilst we're in this section, we'll take a look at the folder templates. Now previously you were only able to set a single folder template. Within the new docsafe you're able to place in there multiple templates, so that when you come to create a client you can simply choose from a whole series of preset templates. You can see in this example, as long as you denote each new template using an asterisk, I can actually choose a folder structure of either a corporate or a personal. You can set up as many templates in here as you wish. The next feature, if we go to a client account, go and find a client account to upload to, is the fact that we've got a different layout for email notification to clients. So if I just find a folder here we can upload to, I'll go and find myself something to upload. Now, what you'll notice if I press select recipients is that the clients are laid out slightly differently. The users, should I say. Now this means that you can pick as many users as you wish, or staff if you wish to notify them as well, at one sitting. Previously you had to go in and out picking staff one at a time. So this just speeds that process up and saves you having to come back out. The other thing we've improved as well, let me just take those people off that list so it doesn't come up. Is the layout of the email notifications. So we've reformatted the emails so they're easier for clients to understand, and all the files are laid out in a vertical format, in a bullet point format, rather than horizontally. So it's just a nice tidying up and a cleaning up of the emails that go out from the system. That's sort of a general sort of clean up and improvement in that, on that side of things. We've also improved the email editor. So you'll notice in here we have now allowed you to do more editing of your own text within an email. So you're able to put bolds, underlines and do various formattings. This is an email editing suite that we've included, and you should be able to find most of the things you want to do in there, including selecting different fonts, size of fonts, colour of text, etc, etc. So there should be a much more improved end product in the emails that are coming out of the system. Just cancel that off. On the reports side of things, so we go over there, you may notice now that we have a print report option. So whenever you bring up a report on screen and you choose the print option, you can actually print out a hard copy of any of the reports that you're bringing up on screen. And whilst we're in this section, what we've also done now is not only allowed you to remind clients about documents that are unapproved, but you're able to also remind clients of documents that are unread. So if you choose the reminder client, it will send a reminder to whoever is on the email list or who is supposed to accept any emails coming from that uploaded document. So you can send it to single users or multiple users if they're connected to that document. But previously you were only able to do this function with documents that had been unapproved, but you can now do it with documents that are unread. We've also added an extra function for on the staff side. If we go to the staff section, we've added the ability to unlock a staff member who has accidentally put their password in multiple times and is locked out of the system. In times past you'd have to come to me in order for that to be unlocked, but now you can do that yourself. So a staff member has up to 10 attempts of logging into the docsafe desktop. If they fail after 10, then you can simply log in, if you have the rights to the staff section that is, and simply click this padlock, which will reset that count of 10, so they can have another 10 attempts. So that gives you some more control over allowing staff to get in and out of the desktop. Going back to the client side, we've also tidied up the email history that you will find on each client. It's just a small reformatting exercise. What you'll also notice now, if we go to a file that requires approval, see if I can find one. You'll notice now that we have an externally approved button. Now this will be really handy if you place the document within docsafe. Traditionally, if the client hasn't actioned it, approved it or accessed it, it will remain outstanding on the system. And in the past you'll have had to have uploaded the document again if the client has agreed or signed the document outside of docsafe. What you're able to do now is simply press externally approved, and that document will be noted has been approved outside of the docsafe system, so you don't have to take the document out and place it back in to cleanse it. So I'll just close that down. Just one final point here before we close this particular tutorial. You're able now to use a text messaging facility if you have the option turned on for clients. So you can see here that we have you have the ability to edit and modify the email address, the mobile number of any single individual user on the system. That's a client user. However, if you've seen the tutorial on the new client interface, that can only be agreed and actioned by the client themselves. You can place the mobile number in here, but the client has to choose, using their own settings within their own account, whether they wish to receive text messaging or not. But you can certainly put that in there. So that ends this tutorial. If you wish to, you can go on and see the further follow-up tutorials, one being the new Approved Plus system, and secondly, how the text messaging system works.